Here's just a quick look at editing pages inside of Joomla. So to make an article, all you're going to do is go to Content, choose Articles, and then you're going to create a page here. Once you have titled it and pressed Save, you then can open up the YOOtheme builder, and this builder just allows you to have some more capability, and it acts a little bit more like Google Sites does instead of just editing something in a rich text box. So you do have the option to continue to make your pages inside of just this rich text box. But if you click on YOOtheme builder, then it's going to open up a page like this. And what's nice is that you see what it looks like on the website, what it will look like when it's live. So the first thing you do is you choose a layout, and the first thing it's asking you is, do you want this to go across the entire space, or do you want it to be broken up into pieces? So you can edit this. This goes across the whole way, but if you come up here to this pen, you can say, instead of doing across the whole thing, I would like it to be 2 pieces or 3 pieces, whatever you would like it to be. So once you've picked that, then you choose what content. Let's just look at what it would look like to do 2 pieces. So you can save that part of the layout and then go back into the builder, and now you have 2 plus buttons. And so it's asking, what do you want to put in this box right here? And so it's got a whole bunch of other choices. So you could choose to put a picture there. You could do something as simple as a headline or a text, like just some sort of text, or a video. Let's look what it would look like to put a headline, and then we'll put a video on the other side. So this is pretty easy. You just click into things and then you're able to edit. So we'll just say sample page. And once we have that, and all of the text colors, all of that is coming from your settings, from whatever has been set up. So for most of us, that was set up. It was set up for you. And so when you press save, we've got the text right here. We're going to go back 1 screen to here where the plus button is, and press plus, and let's add a video. So this could be, I do video announcements on the South Ogden Junior High site. And so it's got the box for you of what it's going to look like, and then you click here and you're going to put in the URL of the video. Grab the link to the video that you want to post, and then just go back in here and press copy and paste. And it'll give you a couple of other options of things that you can do. I don't usually ever mess with them. And then that's a nice little section. So that could be how you make a page. The other option that's really cool is you can just choose a template. You could say, I really like this, and then it will just allow you to manipulate this. So if I click on this template, and it adds these things all to the page. So you can do that. I'm going to cancel having done that, and it won't. It'll go back to the way it was. You do have the ability to add pieces of one of these templates. So if you click down here, instead of saying replace the layout, you can say insert at the top or insert at the bottom of what you've already put there. But if you just wanted some pieces of this, then it's going to give you all of these. It's already built. Like, all this stuff is already built. And what's kind of nice is, like, I can click over here and say I really want to change that word, and it shows you over here where those items are. So, like, if you're going along, I can see that this headline refers to that. And then it's got a thing called a sub-navigation window. And so if there's anything you don't really understand how to use the parts, then this video right here, I have used it a lot, this little question mark right here. Whenever I want to know what an element does, then I go in here and I type out what does that particular in the element library. I'm like, I don't know what that particular thing does. I need to know what a sub navigation window is, things like that. So if I find something, if you don't want to just mess with it, you can watch these little videos, and they really are, they're short, but they play there, and it's just a video that just like talks you through the actual process of how to use it and what to do with it. So I think that's a pretty useful thing to know, that question mark thing is here. So anything you don't know how to do, you just click on that question mark thing. Anyway, once you have what you want, the way that you want it, then just press save. And when you exit the builder, it takes you back to this spot, and you're going to do save and close. And then it operates the same way as it did in the old Joomla, where if we want this particular page to be listed in the menu up here, then the next part is just, instead of being inside of content, going down to menus and choosing your main menu, and then picking where do you want that item, where do you want it under. And so if you're creating a new one, you press new, and you give it a name. And so we're going to do test, and you select article, single article, and we are going to select the article. We're going to say sample page right there. And then what it's asking you is, it gives you another opportunity over here to say, where do you want this particular thing? Because I don't want this to actually show up in my main menu, since it's a sample, I'm going to choose my secondary menu so it doesn't actually show up. But that's how you would do it. It works the same way. So if you're in your main menu, you would choose, where do I want this in the Our School tab? Do I want it in the activities? And then once it's saved and published, it will be active. So you'll do the save and close. Occasionally, if it's a repeat name, this alias over here, you may get a message that says you can't save that because you've already used that name. All you need to do in that case is then just add some kind of character over here to the alias, because it auto-generates them. So you could just add a 1, or, some other kind of symbol, the year, something that just helps to create a unique URL for that particular page. Let's also just look at doing any kind of edits to your home page. All of that information is, all the ability is right here inside of YOOtheme. So in Builder, that's basically where you're working with things. So I've occasionally added, like this is just a headline. All I did was go in and add an element. It's the same way as you work with building inside of a page. You just click the plus button, and it says, what do you want to add? And it pulls up that same stuff, and then you're able to add different things. And, the district has set us a couple of things that have to be on the main page, but there's no rule that you can't have other items that are on there. On mine, we right now have a quick link to, we were having a lot of trouble with people getting physical forms. So if there's something that you need, that we need everybody to have access to a link, it might be nice to just have a headline that you then can turn into a link. You can put a link into it so people could easily access it. Also, this was sort of nice to be able to put the video announcements, and that was that in that sample at the beginning of the video, we showed just how to put in a headline and then a video. And this is actually just a YouTube playlist, so it just kind of links through all of the of our videos. So that's an option as well. I can give you more specific information about doing a playlist rather than a single video if you shoot me an email. And So this is where you make all those changes. Inside of your style, that's where you're choosing colors. So anything that has a dot next to it means that you have some sort of setting on it. And it's not necessarily super clear. When I say, like you click here, you can see, oh, all of these items, all of those items are controlled by the base. And so that's where I determined the color. And this is really where you could make your page look a lot like your school. So you have to pay attention to things like there needs to be color contrast, and you have to pay attention to, like, there's the color of the text, there's the highlight color, there's the hover color, there's different things. And so a lot of that is just in experimentation, but that's how you access and make changes to the color of the different pieces of your website. To change your picture up here, that is in the site. In the site menu, that is where your logo comes, and you just need to pick a logo that's kind of the right size. Occasionally that'll throw the site off if it's not good dimensions. It needs to be pretty small. And then your favicon, which is just the little image that shows up at the very top, is inside. To get to that favicon and to change it, just you'll go from the main YOOtheme menu right here down to settings, and favicon is just an option right here, and that's where you change the symbol that's up there if you need to.